Hi, welcome to Chanute U.S. Air Force. United Nations Chanute United Nations Space Force Base. I'm looking around here. We've got some writing on the wall here. LC Tigers. Some contraption for the ICBM. It's just a launch sector. We've got a building block for invisibility modules. United Chanute Air Forces Space Command. Somebody's messing with the lighting in here. Sick Jump Siropo, we arrived to our God by flight of passage. We have Desegregation 3510, Continental Tigers, we here with class, Desegregations. We've got a lot of writing. Change takes courage. So this is an area of the Air Force Base that I want you all to see. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. We've got some uncontrolled variables here. Some situations had enveloped where we noticed we didn't have curtain rods, so that we installed some safety modules of its own. It looks relatively clean. I can see there's a tree outside that had been struck by lightning, and it had been severed on a side of it. So the severed area had been cutting logs, so the other side strapped off. But in here, we see somebody walked into the wall too many times. And here, the branches is falling already off of the tree, so somebody began moving in a high rate of speed. It even got, never mind those, they've gotten what appears to be the Army Ranger soap dish. People forget their soap, and it's kind enough to share. They got the wristwatch, I hope it's foaming soap still. It is foam refill. The ink pen taken apart. Open up to page 1, and it says, Class 3510. Somebody's missing his comrades. And well, I'm Drum Major 2 Hall. I've gotten writings on the wall, everything you can imagine that would be called, oh, this ain't allowed. But it had to be done for some reason. The kitchen in here, it would be one thing shocking me more than anything. The fridge, it looks normal. The power panel, everything looks good in here. We can open it up and don't touch it. That's just what it looks like. And then we say, oh, there's that uncontrolled variable. You know how it goes when you got one hand to play. It got me looking like Homer Pyle. That's okay. Light turns on. This is the restroom. Dishes, 1 cup in the sink. That makes sense. Wig for the dance party if you're into that kind of stuff. There's a motivational speaker, left something behind. The jump ropes, that's always signature of Air Force Base systems. The washer and dryer system, it's looking really good. The medium security block, really uncontrolled variable there at any means possible. It's hot out here. We had the tool shed always destroyed a little bit. And we had identified, we think it's treason, monetary treason. We go shopping at Walmart and we never have enough money wherever we shop at. But if you want to see the tree, you can see it. I'd hate to go running around the tree, another personnel working well, because that's all we have left to do around here, because that's all that we've been left with. Leave the doors locked. People know that they can knock on the door, so that then they can have the door to be open for them, just like this. It's not dirty, but it is not clean. That type of ash, it has to be swept up immediately. So this had been the situation. I've been waiting around for other personnel to arrive. The smell in here is so wonderful. These carpets are nice, but I'll be using them again. The black Velcro shoes, I've already been saying, why don't I wear one of that when I don't have to? The United Nations have been involved in this mess, and the mess is clean. It's one of the cleanest air systems I have. We have Carl Chanute Air Systems operating as the personnel. And if the American flags, we have little bitty ones left over, so God bless the USA. And there's things going on here. But back into this room, not much lighting. So see, I put these up so that in privacy and sleeping hours that you can be seen. But now I can open things up because change takes courage, I've been waiting on Bomb Squad and Drum Major Hazlett. We got a message for him. Treason is what I have found that I think is monetary, financial lack of money that is owed in debt for the things which I have done. I've kept this roof over top of the heads. I've kept the floors clean. I think I'm worth a little more than $20 a day. But this is the situation, This is how things go. We've got in the radio, you want to listen to hip-hop, we've got hip-hop. We've got in this uncontrolled variable light, nobody knows what it goes to. But you know that I've been doing what I got to do to survive. And the fridge, it's not ideal. Oh God, hot dogs in a bowl. We don't want to see this. This is Cadet Rodriguez's boyfriend. Oh, and we've got food in the meat in the freezer. Well, I'm telling you right now, we're conventional tigers. And see, Cadet Rodriguez, well, that's who that is to me. Well, I'm just saying, there's a lot of different variables. One is many, and many is one. This is the way it is. This is poorly designed. It's not going to pass any inspection. You can tell whoever's living here has been moving at a very, very, very high rate of speed. And that is one thing that is for certain. And I've gotten names I've recalled from the whole entire experience. Uncontrolled variables. Let me show you what's going on. I used to have everything in this room nice and organized. My suspenders aren't even connected on the back. What's going on here? It's across the road. Right over here. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. I want this tree to not to fall down. These people from this Air Force base think it's what needs to be done. Sawing off the tree manually and then reinstalling it. So I climbed up on the roof and I taped over